Well, welcome back to another great Patriots Day in Lexington, 2024 style. For the first time in several years, we're welcomed with a really nice day, beautiful weather. I'm joined by Justine Wirtanen, my lovely co-host for the last couple of years. Thank you for coming back this year, and I always love doing this with you.
Jim,
you're a lot of fun.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm honored. I love working with you and LexMedia, and what an amazing day we have ahead of us here.
Yeah, well, you know, we've had, it's been an extraordinary day from very early this morning. We had the reenactment with a surprise visit from the governor, which was nice.
I was so excited that she could be here to see it in person.
Yeah, she said we had actually done a little interview, and she had said that she had not been to this event before. So, and I think it's the first time that we've ever had a sitting governor come to a reenactment event. So, we're very excited about it. I'm looking out, the streets are filling up like I haven't seen in several years. It's exciting. I like to see the kids out having fun. This is all about celebrating our special place in history. And I just love to see people come out and really, you know, take hold of it and appreciate it and have fun. This is really, at the end of the day, what it's about now. You know, there's a lot of history and there's a lot of, you know, we've got to, you know, make sure that we portray history, you know, but Patriots Day is a little different for the parade because people are here to have fun.
Introduces even the young ones to the history of the town. When I moved here over 20 years ago and brought my kids to this parade, and it was really something special. So this is near and dear to my heart. So it's truly an honor that you've included me in this event.
Of course, we wouldn't do it without you. And I know we've added somebody. We've added Martha Savini, a good friend of both of ours.
Yes.
She's going to be on the street. Talking with folks throughout the parade, you know, as she can. You know, this is a moving parade. We'd like to be able to get a few people, you know, that she can talk with, so we'll be going to her from time to time, and she's wonderful. She's going to have a blast, and you know, we're really lucky to have her with us too. And by the way, let me also point out the people you don't see here from LexMedia.
Yes.
You know, they see us, but we have a team of people here, must be a dozen strong. You know, staffing cameras. You know, just people doing all kinds of things, setup. You know, a lot goes into getting this ready to go out and go live. And, you know, like anything else, when you go live, you know, you hope for the best, right?
You do.
So we're really fortunate to have such a great and talented team of technicians helping us put this out there. But I really do feel good about this. And I know, once again this year, I know that, the Dance In and Dr. Thelma Goldberg is going to be leading them again this year. She's been doing it, oh God, I want to say nearly 40 years at this point. And she's a wonderful person. And I know Martha was saying, I think her daughter was in the dance.
She's danced her, Grace Savini has danced her entire career. You know, started out as a little one, doing the little ballet and tap, and has performed in all of their warming for Martha to be able
when you think about it, you know, because she's experiencing things like watching the children of the children that she taught a generation ago.
Yes.
You know, so it's multiple generations, and you know, and everybody, people here at home, people watching, you know, so many folks have really benefited by her good work. So she will be leading the parade again this year, and it's kind of to signify that the parade is coming. So it's become a bit of a tradition. The parade is they will come through, and it kind of signifies that the parade will be about 10 minutes behind or so, roughly.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but she has been the lead off to this parade for, oh my goodness, I want to say
I don't know. Well, it's a long time. I don't even want to guess a number because I'd be wrong, but you're absolutely right.
It's really quite a wonderful tradition.
And we'll have traditionally the police cruiser comes, and then the Spirit of 76, and that's when you know the parade is here. And that's exciting. And then, of course, after that, the Lexington Minutemen Company. And then coming back this year is the Patriots mascot, Pat Patriot. He'll be here. I already saw him walking around a little earlier. I think he was down here when Paul Revere came down.
Yes, he was.
And I'm thinking to myself, how is he going to get back to the start of the parade? That'll be interesting. But we're really, we're fortunate to have him. And then, of course, right down, the Lexington Firefighters Honor Guard will be there with presenting colors, and the Lexington Police Honor Guard right behind them. So it's going to be an exciting day.
It really is, and I can't wait to see Tricorn Hat Warner come through. I don't know if you want to talk about that, or should we wait?
Well, no, I mean, Henry Lou.
Near and dear to my heart, Henry Lou.
Henry Lou was an extraordinary individual, and I'll tell you something. It's long overdue, and I wasn't at all surprised when I had heard, and I was actually there this morning, and I watched as it unfolded. Originally, the people that were going to present the award, they were saying they didn't know if the recipient was there. They couldn't see him, and so they were getting a little nervous. But sure enough, his wife Linda made sure he was there, and got his honor. I
had the pleasure of working the holiday lighting ceremony with Henry for at least 10 years. He's the troop master for Boy Scout Troop 160, and they always provide the refreshments at the holiday lighting ceremony. So,
right. Well, it's going to be a little while before they come down. This might be a good time to cut away. I know we have some footage of last year's reenactment, so I'm not sure if how we get that going. So if someone wants to let me know, we're happy to continue to talk until we get that rolling. Somebody just gives me the high sign. And okay, here we go.
There's a lot of liability as far as liability.
Yeah, that's why you set it up as a PMA. Set it up as a PMA, you wouldn't have that problem. Right. You can't talk to everybody. Yeah, they mean well. That's about it.
I was like, I walked over and like, yeah, I
at every volleyball game and football game. All right, enjoy the show.
Yeah. Where are you from? Oh, okay. Yeah. What? Oh, just good. So how many years have you been? Yeah, 4 years. I was going to go down there. My sister's husband. Yeah, I thought it was
Sir, if you come up here. Can I get your, who you portraying today? Can I get your real name?
So I'm Christopher, H-A-Y-D-O-N. Chris. I'm portraying the representatives of our group.
Good luck.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. A couple years ago, the Globe reporter was here, a Globe photographer was here and took a picture when I was leaning over one of my dead. It was a beautiful picture.
You know, I have a friend of mine.
Just really stunning.
This is ours.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if you remember that, but on the Globe website, a picture of us, we're on there. Michael Minetti, who's here, young kid, had died.
Yeah.
He was shot, and I was leaning over holding his chest.
Oh, yeah.
At the end. I don't know if you took that, but it,
Well, I've been taking it for the last whatever.
yeah.
So the odds are very good.
Yeah. But it was posted there. It was beautiful.
Oh,
It
great.
was a beautiful
I'm glad.
picture. Very
Thank you for not waving at the camera while you're doing it.
Yeah. Like,
Nice job. Exactly. A little rock and roll.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I didn't realize that I haven't
Yeah, now it's...
And the horse is gone.
of course.
This yeah, that's the I know. Yeah. So the set stays what? Oh, I gotta see a carrot back. Yeah, you know what it is what time? Oh, this is okay. But I routine was I didn't communicate it, but not here somewhere else. Oh, yeah? What happened? I wiped out yeah. So I saw him once, I didn't see him again. And then we tried getting some oxygen.
Good morning. Thank you all for coming to witness our portrayal of the first battle of the American Revolution. On the field today are the Lexington Minutemen, His Majesty's 10th Regiment of Foot, the 1st Foot Guards, the 4th and 5th Regiments, and the 16th Light Dragoons. Before I paint the backdrop, I would like to first thank the hard work of the men and women of the Lexington Police and Fire Departments, Public Works, Lexington Historical Society, and the Town Celebrations Committee for their tireless efforts throughout the night and throughout the many years supporting this event. In preparation for the reenactment just 2 years ago, in 2020, none of us could have anticipated the real life.
Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed a little bit of the reenactment from last year. This morning's reenactment was awesome. The weather was perfect. Everything about it was really nice. A lot of dignitaries from the 250th celebration committee statewide. We had a couple of cabinet secretaries along with the governor. So I know at some point we'll be bringing that to folks. It was just we can't turn it around. Otherwise, we would have played that tonight, today.
Is that where you got that lovely pin?
I
Kat?
did. The
'Cause I love that.
250th celebration is coming up, and Lexington has been working very hard with plans for the 250th. You know, and it's like the semis. I don't even know how to pronounce it, and I'm embarrassed because people have told me 3 times, 4 times how to pronounce it. Anyway, it's the 250th anniversary of the Battle of Lexington. But you know, I understand that we've got the dancers coming down the street. The
Here they come.
Thelma Goldberg's Dance-In Dancers. I can see Thelma on the other side of the street.
And you know, I was a little off. She's not been doing it 30 years, since 1996. So,
Okay, well, close.
So close. Very, very impressive.
Right.
And, you know, just phenomenal achievement that she's done for the community with her company.
And so we're going to try at some point to go out to Martha Savini, who's on the street for us today. She'll be out there talking with all kinds of folks. There you can see the Dance-In. You know, young women and young boys, young men of all ages, actually. You know, from very, very young up to even close to getting into high school. They continue dancing there, and I'll tell you, she's extraordinary, and her dances are really amazing. I always enjoy watching them. We'll take a look at them here. We've got a nice aerial shot. Our guy Jake up in the camera up on way above the avenue.
That's one more thing we never pointed out at the beginning is just all the efforts that LexMedia goes to provide beautiful shots at the parade.
Right. It gets better and better. You know, it's. I'm so pleased to be a part of this organization. I've been chairman of the board now for about 6 years, and I followed somebody who was really, really a great chair, David Ilsley, who's here today working with us. You know, he may no longer be the chair, but he's certainly with us. So here they come, right here, the Dance-In. This is the unofficial start of the parade. The main parade will be coming down very soon.
Yep. I do think that's amazing. I don't know if we just heard the announcement or not, but even offering classes for children with special needs, adults.
No, it's great to see them. Oh, you know, it's just such a beautiful day. And, oh, look at they're making hearts. Look at that. That's wonderful. I'm kind of craning my neck, and I should be looking at our monitor, but I can't help it.
I see them. They're doing this, the little hands.
Right. I enjoy it. And by the way, you know, they always, they kick off Discovery Day in Lexington as well. Discovery Day starts, it's this May, the Saturday of
Memorial Day
weekend.
Yes.
And another tradition there, the Dance-In Dancers kick off that event as well. And that's really, they have that event, they have dancers of all ages. They have multiple dance demonstrations, and it's really great to watch. So I invite everybody to come down to Discovery Day on Memorial Day weekend.
I think Discovery Day is really, since now they do it on right in the center on Mass Ave, it's a fantastic event for the town.
Yeah, you know, we thought about it for a long time, and then the committee decided it was the right time to get back onto the avenue. And I agree with you. I'm like enthusiastically supportive of having it back out on the avenue.
Absolutely.
You know, the dancing, it helps, you know what it does? It helps build confidence, skills of all types. And I tip my hat to the young girls because they're so dedicated.
I love it.
Yep.
Another testament to Thelma is, you know, the children that join early on, they do it until they graduate high school. Like, they're just in the program. They're so passionate.
Right. No, they do. And she makes it that, you know, she is, let's listen to the applause.
Yes.
You know, and that's Thelma. Thelma has such a great environment for teaching and learning and camaraderie. They're supportive of one another, and they build lifelong friendships out of there. So, I mean, it's just an extraordinary thing. It may be a good time to consider going out to Martha. I think Martha's on the street, and I know she's got a couple of folks, young Lexingtonians that are interested in saying hi. I think we got Martha right there. You're on, Martha.
Hey, thanks, guys. You guys did a great job. I'm here with Peter and Sean. We're here to watch the parade. Sean, what's your favorite part?
How was that? It sounded like a good interview. They're excited about it. That's great. We're so glad, Martha, that you're with us today. We really are lucky to have her. She's just she's a lot of fun, and you know, she's just the right type of person to she's so engaging, you know, and she loves it. She grew up with this too.
Well, I was going to say she's a Lexington resident since birth, and so this was a tradition of her family's growing up. So what better person to be out there and cheering on the parade and getting to hear reactions from the community.
And you know, I've said this before. Oh, we can see the start of the parade coming down. We're looking at the Lexington Minutemen Company. So I'm not sure if the Spirit of 76 has come by already, coming down. But you know what we're doing is, see, we're looking way down the avenue. Our camera is way up. So I would say that what you're looking there is probably just approaching Waltham Street is my guess, or it just went past Waltham Street. Yeah, go ahead.
I just love that we get this, you know, heads-up view here, just to see how excited the town is. I think this is the busiest year yet in terms of the amount of people here to celebrate.
I was down on the East Lexington where my office is, coming back, and people were starting to set up chairs 2 hours ago. You know, 2 hours before the start of the parade, like a little after 12, and I hadn't seen that in a very long time. So. We've got the Lexington Minuteman Company being led by Captain Commanding James Lee, Jamie affectionately, whose wife Ann Lee also happens to be the sort of the the temporary. I hope it's not temporary, but she's the executive director of the Lexington Historical Society,
Yes.
and just recently gave up the position of chair of the board. So they needed a director, and she did a dual role. She decided it was going to be chair and director for a while. So, but this is exciting. I mean, it's always great to see them in their official uniforms. These uniforms were the official uniforms from George Washington, and that's the style and the design of these uniforms go back to George Washington.
Well, I'm in awe, you know, of the attention to detail that they do to honor the men that have fought for our nation's freedom. So it's really special to come in and see them throughout the town, you know, just throughout the year.
Right. Well, yeah, and they, you know, and you know, when you think about it, you know, on the green are buried 7 or 8. I'm embarrassed that I don't know the exact number. The first people to give their lives in battle for the United States. We weren't yet a country, but they were the first people to engage in battle. And when you think about all the war dead over the course of so many wars, right here in Lexington, this is where it all began. It's a humbling thought.
I just think I'm so glad Governor Healy was here today for the reenactment. I mean, that's just, if you can, that's something you've got to do at least once in your lifetime to see that.
Or me, like 32 times in a lifetime. I don't know if I told you this, but last year, the Minutemen Company made me a lifetime honorary member of the Lexington Minutemen Company.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah,
oh.
so I'm very excited about that and honored because
Yes.
I've been in awe of this organization for years. And this year, by the way, they've gone ahead and they've added women. And there was a new thing on the reenactment this morning, the evacuation, where the women and children come out to the green, they see off their husbands and fathers, and then evacuate into safety, which was really more accurate.
I can't wait to watch the footage from that.
We'll just take a minute to watch the Minutemen. You know, these folks have been invited to inaugural parades. They've been you know, they go all over the country for that matter, representing Lexington and the Minutemen. They're truly spectacular folks. We're also starting to look at the honor guard, the color guard that's coming down. You know, and I know we'll have some elected officials coming. And Pat Patriot's supposed to be somewhere around here. I'm not sure where they stuck him in, but he's supposedly here.
Well, you know, I want to point out that the Honor Guard as well represents at almost all the Celtics games, Patriots games, Red Sox.
Right. And by the way, the Grand Marshal of the parade has just come by. I don't know if we've seen him. Jeff Leonard. He's walking in the parade. He's decided to eschew his convertible, and he's walking, by the way, with representatives of the Minutemen, of the high school band from over the 34 years that he was teaching at Lexington High School, both as a teacher and as, you know, music director. So that's quite an honor. And as I mentioned, we're watching the Honor Guard now. The Lexington Police Honor Guard is coming down, and then behind them, honored dignitaries, our elected officials. And we're looking at Susie Barry, who happens to be on the far left. Susie Barry is the co-chair of, the chair of Lexington 250. And then Select Board Chair Joe Pato in the red sweater, Jill Hay next to him. And yeah, so we have And then we're looking, I see Doug Lucente and Senator Barrett. I think Senator, let's see, Representative Michelle Socolo's there, and Senator Cindy Friedman is here. So we've got a full contingent of, I see Mark Sandine from the Lexington Select Board and several members of the school committee. So.
Well, and right behind them is the 1st Regiment of Foot Guards. Is a recreated British regiment of the American War for independence.
You know, say what you will, but the British dress up nicely, don't they?
They certainly do.
There's something about a sharp red outfit,
Yes.
you know, it kind of catches my attention. Paul O'Shaughnessy, who's a good friend of ours, was portrayed Major Pitcairn for many years with the 10th Regiment of Foot. And I think they're coming up too. I think we're looking at His Majesty's 10th Regiment of Foot right now. Behind them, now we're looking at the Lexington Lions Club Lion coming down. I'm trying to see, it looks like, I'm trying to see president of the Lexington Lions Club, Janet Perry, is in the golf cart.
And it was announced earlier today at the Patriots Day morning ceremony that they won an award based on community involvement and leadership,
Oh, wow.
making a difference, going above and beyond in the community.
And of course, when they go back, we're going to see our good friend Henry Liu, who is this year's recipient of the white tricorn hat. There he is in a nice red. You know, this is the day he usually works, and he's like, "Hey, what am I going to do?" I said, "You're going to have to do what I did and just enjoy it."
Well, I was
There he is, right there, being driven by Peter Kelly, who himself is a white tricorn hat winner. And his son is in the his son JJ Liu is in the passenger side of the vehicle. It couldn't, you know, he's the perfect recipient for this.
Well, Jim, I must say I'm also honored to be sitting next to you, a recipient of the tricorn hat.
I am, you know,
Yes.
there it is, and I'm still, I can't believe it. I often think about it, you know, I can't, you know, I just can't even, you know, I get choked up when I think about it. You know, I think of my dad.
Should. I mean, it's quite an honor and so well deserved.
This is the U.S. Navy band from the Northeast.
Established in 1974, the Navy Band Northeast is based on the Board Naval Station Newport under the operational command of the president of the Naval War College.
I just got caught sipping on my Coca-Cola.
That's all right. It's a beautiful sunny day. I think people will forgive you.
Yeah.
They don't want you parched.
Oh, and then, you know, the Minuteman Kane Award recipient is supposed to be right in here, but she couldn't be with us today because Ashley Rooney, who happens to be a writer for the Lexington Times, fell and broke her hip a few days before.
Oh, no,
so she's in rehab right now and couldn't be with us, but she's an extraordinary person. I feel terrible that that she couldn't be with us.
And you know, I'm sorry to hear that, especially when people, you know, they put so much effort into preparing. I did want to mention the Lexington Youth Commission is coming up, established in the town in 1977, and I've really had a lot of experience this year working with the Youth Commission, and it's so impressive, these kids.
Yeah, they're out passing flags along the parade
Yeah.
route, and I love that. And you know, they had two outstanding youth award winners this year, so it's nice and breezy. I love it. I thought it was going to be hot, and it's breezier than I thought.
But the Youth Commission works at all the local holidays. They were there for the town center trick-or-treating at Halloween, and at holiday lighting time they were taking part to make sure that all the other children in the community are feeling included and taking part.
We are looking right now at the William Diamond Jr. Fife and Drum Corps. They've been around quite a while, and we salute them. They work so hard. They're omnipresent at all kinds of events.
And they travel all over Europe and in the Americas, performing and meeting junior musicians everywhere.
I'm looking at a sign, Kirkland and Shaw Plumbing and Heating. You know, it reminds me to point out that, you know, we couldn't do this parade without our sponsors. So we hope folks who see these parade banners keep that in mind and support these businesses, because they're the ones who help make this happen. They're the ones who put the money up, by and large, to help pull this parade off. I mean, they do fundraising and the town puts money in, but you know, they sponsor these units, and it helps. It really, truly helps.
Well, then, you know, I'd love to point out, you know, Realtor Beth Sager, her float went by, and
yep. I saw that. Yeah, I forgot which one she had sponsored, but I think she did the first regiment of foot guards, according to what I'm looking at here. So.
Well, I drove by Mahoney's yesterday and saw their float all decked out and ready, so I can't wait to see that today.
Yeah. And here we're looking at, sponsored by Arlex Oil, the Lexington High Band.
And there's Uncle Sam on stilts.
Yeah.
Still
It's
haven't
a little
seen...
windy for Uncle Sam on stilts, I think.
You could never get me to do that.
Yep.
And here's Wilson Farms, serving Lexington over 139 years.
Usually Jimmy Wilson's pulling that. Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Yep. Yep. It looks like Jimmy from here.
Thank you to Arlex Oil.
After the LH Parade band, we have the Lexington chapter of the Daughters of America Revolution. They'll be coming up very soon. There we go. They keep coming back to us. Give a little wave. So the Daughters of the American Revolution are coming up, and they've got some great things planned for the 250th.
They do great things. They work to preserve the history of our nation and care for our veterans. They honor them and preserve Americans' history and national treasures.
And here we have, I can't recognize, usually I can recognize somebody if they're in the car or something, but I could not recognize. Uncle Sam's Patriotic Jazz Band is what we're looking at, with the tuba and the saxophones and the trombones. We'll be hearing them soon as they get closer. Now these are members. They don't look like members of the Air Force, do they? They're from Hanscom Air Force Base, but they're in their fatigues, marching down Massachusetts Avenue. You know, we've got a great partnership as a community with Hanscom Air Force Base, and
yes,
you know, as chairman of the Chamber of Commerce, you know, I'm so pleased that we're able to work with Hanscom. We have a representative from Hanscom on our board, so we work with them all the time and very closely. They have a keen interest in involvement in the community, and we're really honored and pleased that they do that.
Absolutely.
We had the Major General, which is Major General, I think is 2 stars. He was there this morning having the time of his life, and said this was his second time being here this year. You know, for the reenactment, not this year, but last year. And then again this year. the Lexington Historical Society is sponsored by Lester Savage. Of course, he would support them, because he's been a long-time member of the board, former president of the Historical Society, so that makes a lot of sense. But they're doing extraordinary things. They're just putting a new exhibit out at the Depot building, which is at 13 Depot Square. It's become the go-to place for people in the community to meet and have events and share a good time. And I know that they're finally putting up some exhibits and other things. So it's not going to be just it's going to be a place to come and learn a little bit about the community and the history, and really engage and learn more.
And like you said, it's a wonderful place for the community to have events. I think I drive by every weekend, and there's something special going on.
And at some point, I thought I saw the Boy Scouts pulling the pumper. I think that's the old pumper that. Okay. Go ahead and try if you can. And I'm not sure what troop this is. It could be a combination of different troops, but the Boy Scouts, I think about my good friend, the late Hank Mance, who passed away. They just renamed the Route 2A Bridge in honor of Hank Mance, who was a longtime Scout Master, and, by the way, mentor of Henry Lou, who Henry acknowledged him this morning.
I had the pleasure of living on the same street as Hank, and knew him for years, and then served with him on town meeting. And,
yep. I just saw his wife and daughter. They're sitting nearby here. They still live here in Lexington and are still quite involved. And one of my, I love the Middlesex County volunteer and fifes and drums. They have I think the most beautiful uniforms of all, those beautiful white uniforms. They're so distinctive, and they've been coming to this parade for as long as I can remember. We're always very fortunate to have them with us.
Yes, actually participating and established in 1982, Boston area musicians.
1982, that's what, 42 years ago, if I can do the math. We're looking at the Association of Black Citizens of Lexington, the ABCL, and they've been putting the banners up every February in honor of Black History Month, and every year they bring another banner person, and basically it's to honor the people who have made a significant contribution, African Americans who have made a significant contribution to American society and history. And they're really becoming quite an organization in the community, quite involved. I know they're involved with the Historical Society. They've become a part of the community in a very big way.
Well, and they're here. They're really doing a great job welcoming Black folks from across African diaspora, so that Black adults are enjoying living here, and urge their family and friends and colleagues as well.
I don't know what we're seeing down the avenue. It looks like we got a little bit of a break, and so it might be a good time to talk to Martha Savini, and then in a second we're going to bring Cleve Coates in. Is Martha? Martha, you're there? Okay. You can hear me, but I can't hear you. We got somebody. Somebody? Yeah, you're live on television. Okay, well that happens. Hi, Hunter. Yes, thank you so much. I want to introduce Cleve Coates. I know it looks like we have a little bit of a break in the parade. If we can get the camera to come back.
Listen to that band, the new Magnolia Jazz Band.
Take a picture.
Led by trumpet player Ken Gross and has been in existence for over 20 years.
Sponsored by Lexington Periodontics and Implantology. I didn't fumble that.
Thank you.
Something like a good jazz band.
Thank you.
I think we're going to get ready to look at the Bedford Minuteman Company. Oh, this is Sudbury Minutemen. Oh, Sudbury Ancient Fife and Drum Company.
And you know, this company is teaching corps for ages 10 years old and up, based in Sudbury. The company plays fife and drum music from the colonial period to modern day. Right after them, we've got Crisscross the Juggler, who's been performing since 1984, from California to the United Kingdom, and a lot of places in between. I always so impressed with this. I could never do that.
I can't tie my shoes, and this guy's juggling and on a unicycle. Honest to God. When we get a second, I'm hoping that we can do a quick interview with our friend Cleve Coates. There we go, Cleve, we're on. Cleve Coates is a good friend of ours. Cleve and I are on several boards together. The Chamber of Commerce board, we're on the, you're a member of Rotary Club, we're on the Brookhaven board together. But your significant role in the next upcoming year is as the security lead for the 250th celebration. Tell us a little about what we can expect.
We've been preparing almost for a year now for next year. Our police chief and fire chiefs are going to be the incident commanders as always, but what we're doing is building up a mutual aid compact with the three towns, actually 4 towns, and the National Park Service. And we're going to have actually working groups and tactical groups as far as all the specialties as far as intelligence, SWAT, tactical operations, the air wing, FBI, Secret Service. So we're building up that platform now in anticipation for next year.
Well, because we're actually anticipating quite a few dignitaries of all ranges and importance and all of that. So, yeah, I guess it's important to have this in place but you know, and like the governor showing up this morning, it was kind of a last-minute thing, but you were there to help make sure everything went well.
Yes, it's my old detail on the state police. They brought her in here, and it worked out very well. So we're preparing for anything like that, of that significance. The select board asked me to join here because of my expertise, having been a tactical supervisor on the state police, the K-9, and our SWAT teams, and then actually being on the governor's protection detail with Governor Romney's through Patrick, and then later after the marathon bombings, being with the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force.
Well, we're really fortunate to have you, and I know you're a native. You grew up here.
We did.
Yeah, so it's, you know, well, you went off and did great things and never really forgot where you were from, and we're so pleased that you're here.
Oh, it was fun. I actually started my career in the Lexington Police Department, did 2 years, then went over to the State Police for 32 years. So I help out now part-time, actually, with the Lexington Police Department. And it's fun to be in Rotary, the Chamber, and...
Well, we're really fortunate to have you involved in so many things. I want to thank you for taking a minute with us and sort of giving us a rundown of what's going to happen over the next year, at least security-wise.
Yeah. It's a pleasure being with some longtime friends, both of you.
Thank you
so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you after.
That was the Bedford Minuteman Company that just walked through. And there's something about Bedford, they have the oldest flag in the country. And I haven't really gotten to the bottom of that, but that's something that they celebrate.
I was going to ask how that happened.
I wish I knew more. I'm embarrassed that I don't.
No. Jim, you're a wealth of knowledge of history. It's one of the reasons I love sitting here and spending this day with you.
You know, I don't think I've missed a Patriots Day since I was a child.
Yeah.
And, you know, many of these, you know, units I've watched over and over again. This is the Concord Minuteman Company. You know, they had to postpone or cancel their reenactment this morning because of flooding of the Concord River. And it's really a shame, but they put a lot of time and energy into it over there as well.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like, I don't know, it's a special day for me. This is my Christmas, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's a wonderful way to put it.
I've always enjoyed it. You know, it's always been a big day. My dad instilled this, and when we were kids, he took us down for the parade year after year, and then when they started doing the reenactment, I started going there. This is the Michelson's 1919 Model A, I believe it is. The car is from 1919, which happens to coincide with the year of their founding. They just recently celebrated their 100th anniversary in 2019. So what does that make them, 105 now, right?
Yes.
Where does the time go? I'm not sure who we're looking at. And I know, I thought Jerry Michelson said it was his turn. They fight over who's going to drive the vehicle.
I don't blame them.
Yeah. You know, it's a lot of fun on dates.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Jerry Michelson, and I think it's his brother Eric next to him.
Yes. Well, I have to say, in terms of community leaders, they impress me so much with how much they give back to the community and the Retailers Association.
I saw, by the way, I did just see Martha try to do a quick interview. It's hard to sort of jump out, you know. She tried to get the Michelsons. We've got standing off to the side, Representative Michelle Socolo.
Yes. Yes, we'd like to.
And we're looking at the Chelmsford, Sudbury. I can't see it. I guess I should look at my list. The Suburbanettes 12 team, that's who that is. Suburbanettes 12 team. It took me a minute to compose myself. And then behind them is a favorite, sponsored by Chase Plumbing. We've got the New Liberty Jazz Band, and again, they've been a fixture in this parade for a very long time. I want to say decades. In fact, the gentlemen you see there, they started doing this in third grade. So, I'm just kidding. Having a little fun here, right? You know why? Because what are they going to do? Fire me?
You're irreplaceable, so no.
Anyway, but these guys have made a huge commitment. And they come year after year, and we love to have them, and we appreciate having them with us.
Let's take a minute and listen. This is my favorite.
Oh, how adorable.
And
Now I heard Martha just said something about trying to get somebody out there, and
while she's doing that, look at the mini horses.
The kids are
Always
loving
a
it.
favorite, yes. Do we have Martha?
I thought we might have. She had mentioned something. Do it, Martha? Are we on the street with you?
Hey guys, yeah, I'm here. You guys having fun in the booth? Oh, I can't quite hear you, but oh, there you are. Are you guys having a good time up there?
You're live, Martha.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Her mic's not working.
I guess not. Hey, wanna talk on the TV? Come on up. How many parades have you guys been to? 4? What's your name?
Victoria, Alice, Maya.
How do you guys know each other?
We're sisters and she's our friend.
What's your favorite part of the parade so far?
The dances. Dancers. The horses.
Do you guys think you're going to come back next year for the big 250th?
Yeah, probably.
Awesome. Well, thanks for talking to me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of the parade. Back to you guys.
Great. Well, we're back. It's great having Martha down there, engaging the kids. They're having such a good time. And she's giving away, Reenactors had donated some little gift cards, coupons for the kids. So, if they talk with Martha, they probably get a gift certificate from Reenactors, which is nice. I didn't get one, but that's all right. I have Michelle Socolo standing by. Oh, we're on. Okay, Michelle, welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
My pleasure.
Yes,
what
hello,
a day.
Michelle.
What a day. It
Good
started.
to see you both.
It
Thank
started
you.
very early this morning. I saw you out there early this morning, and you brought with you a special guest today.
I certainly did. We had the governor, Governor Moore Healy. It was spectacular, and 2 cabinet secretaries as well.
And the leadership of the 250th celebration.
They were there. The Mass Office of Travel and Tourism, Kate Fox, the executive director, and Sheila Green, whose position is to coordinate the activities for the 250th for the whole state. So she was here today too. Secretary Howe from Economic Development and Secretary Tepper from Environmental Affairs. Plus we had Chairman Jeffrey Roy, and he's on the state's 250th commission. So we had an all-star cast of characters. It was really exciting.
Let me hold you 1 second. We were just looking at the DeLorean car, by
look
the
at
way,
this.
from the movie Back to the Future. It looks like that's what I drove in high school.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
And by the way, that's remember that the pole is what connected them to the clock in the film,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
To get the boost they needed to get back in time. Anyway,
Terrific
so
film.
please continue. We had all these folks. We've got a big effort going on for the 250th, and I know you've been a big part of that from the very beginning in terms of getting some state support for that. So first of all, thank you for that.
My pleasure. It is a team effort. We have Senator Barrett and Senator Friedman also working very hard on the Senate side to make sure that we have enough funding. So we're very well aware that all 4 of the communities involved in the 4-town effort need the support of the state. There's going to be a lot more traffic. There's going to be logistics.
It's going to be a big deal.
It's a
We
big,
were just
big
talking
deal.
with Cleve Coates a little while ago, and we're not pointing out any particular dignitaries, but a lot of folks are going to be here. So it's going to be a great celebration. And today, the weather, everything was about it was
Today
so
was
perfect. And you know, thank you for arranging my little interview with the governor. We had a nice conversation about the 250th, and she had told me that she'd never been to the reenactment before, and she was really excited to be here. And I got to tell you, it was my first time meeting the governor. And I was really, really impressed with her as a person, as an individual.
Yes.
She doesn't present. You know, if you met her on the street, she doesn't have that rigid aura of, you know, she really is an
So
approachable, warm, friendly person.
She really is, and she's very present. She hears you. She's interested in what's going on in your life. She's terrific.
Well, I saw her every time she was talking with, particularly some of the younger kids that were there, you know, asking their names.
She really connects.
She wants to know who they are, and that really is amazing.
Yep.
Oh, we have to stop for 1 second. Miss Massachusetts.
Oh, wow.
We all, you know, she's so lovely, and
Well, her name is Chelsea Vong, and she's Miss Massachusetts. She's a 2021 graduate of Harvard, and her community service initiative is Dollars and Cents for Financial Freedom.
wow.
She's a strategy manager for the Washington Commanders right now.
Really?
So yes,
That's amazing.
very, very impressive.
Wow. Well, so there's so much going on, but your work, you know, you've done so much for the 250th, and we applaud you and thank you for that. I want to take a quick second to talk about our good friend Hank Mans. You did something that was just so touching and moving. You wanted a significant and lasting tribute to Hank, and you worked it out to name the 2A bridge in honor of Hank Mans.
That's right.
And that really is just, I applaud you for that, and I thank you personally for
He
that.
was a huge mentor of mine. I may not have gotten where I was today, where I am today, if it hadn't been for Hank. And he was a dear friend. We served together in Troop 160 and the Scouts, and I would go to summer camp with Hank, and he's a very...
Were you on the board of selectmen or the select board at the same time?
No, he actually
retired
with the idea that he wanted to encourage me to run.
Oh,
So
well, I did not know that.
We had a conversation. He was getting ready to. He was deciding. Wasn't sure if he wanted to continue, and you know, his
Right.
leadership was so terrific. Many of us were like, keep going, keep going. He's like, well, but I'd like to see new people
Well, that's
come
the
on
kind
the
of guy
board.
he was. You know, he just was an extraordinary human being.
He really was.
And, you know, it's just a fitting tribute and a lasting tribute.
A lasting tribute. We'll have a ceremony when the bridge is done. We're still several years away from the bridge being complete, so
Right.
folks who are driving over the Merritt Road Bridge know that it's a ways to go, but we'll have a very special ceremony when the bridge can actually have the plaque on it when it's done.
You know,
So-
this morning, you know, Henry Lou, who was a recipient of the White Hat this year, also acknowledged Hank as a mentor, somebody who had, a significant effect on him. And, you know, I think of him a lot, and I miss him greatly, so.
Well, it's great to be here. We
Thank
have a
you for
beautiful day.
coming
We're going
by.
to
Thank
cross
you,
our
Michelle.
fingers that next year is just as beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for your work today.
We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you
Thank you
being
for
here, and
everything.
thanks for
Take
all
care.
your work.
Thank you. That was our first governor's meeting. Anybody's ever had to say that.
Here we have coming up is Lexington Goes Purple.
Right, but right before them is the Roma Band. They're sponsored by the Michelson Shoes. I kind of dig that Okay, so we're gonna go quickly out to Martha. She's gonna try to get a Girl Scout to come over and say hi. Let's jump out. Look at this. I'm hoping that they won an award. They worked so hard on this. This was several of the Girl Scouts first prize youth. I was talking with them earlier today. Those boxes of cookies are empty, by the way. But I see Betty Clark. I see all of these names to celebrate women. They've been part of Lex See Her, and Martha's out there trying to find somebody to say hello. Let's get on to Martha.
I think we could also thank Mal's Trucking for donating their tow.
What's your favorite kind of Girl Scout cookie?
I like Thin Mints.
I like the tag-alongs. Well, thank you so much, and this is for you for an ice cream for later on after the parade. Enjoy.
Yeah, you too.
We're looking at Lexi here, and they, you know, the Girl Scouts have been part of this as well, and you know, they're getting ready to unveil the actual monument that they've worked so hard on.
I'm really excited. Lexi Her began right as COVID hit in early March with a mission to make women visible. They brought new ways to show and celebrate the many ways women have contributed to Lexington, from leading years in the battle and beyond. Lexi Her is partnered with the Girl Scouts and is trying to bring forward women's visibility.
The Indian American Association of Lexington is what we're looking at here. Indian Americans of Lexington, let's get that right, IAL. And they've had a presence in Lexington for decades. And, you know, I know we have the Holy Festival coming up, the Festival of Colors coming up on Hastings Park, and I'm not exactly sure when that is, but it's in May. Yeah. Hopefully people will look out for it. The Grange, Massachusetts State Grange.
Yep, focuses on strengthening local communities and also keeps true to our roots by promoting local agriculture. Family and community are the foundations of the Grange. Members say their lasting friendships and family-friendly environment create opportunities for community involvement and leadership. Since its founding, the Grange has worked for women's suffrage, protecting farmers' rights from railroad company abuses, encouraging the education of children, and rural free mail. Now we've got the Hot Tamales, our New Orleans-style Dixieland band. They play for all sorts of events, from births to funerals, and they play regularly for the Boston Red Sox.
Oh, really? Oh, this is a float put together by Wagon Wheel Nurseries. And the Canizio brothers are pulling it. And I'm trying to read first place commercial. They really deserve it. I saw this up close earlier. This is an extraordinary float. They did such a beautiful job putting this together.
It's absolutely beautiful.
It's a great theme, spring fling, isn't it? It's in a time for spring, don't you think?
I absolutely do, especially with weather like today.
I have spring fever. I've had spring fever all winter.
We're going to have such a beautiful week. I don't think we can go back to cold, rainy.
I think you're right.
But Wagon Wheel is so special. 3 generations of the Canaloga family have been involved in this business, and Wagon Wheel's always been a strong community supporter.
We're looking at the New Legacy organization, and their leader, Ting Fang, has had a lot to do with a lot of involvement with LexMedia, and they're going to be looking to move to a better location. I think right here in Lexington Center. I hope that they achieve that. They've been involved. They're the ones who helped start the Lantern Festival in Lexington, along with CAL, Chinese American Association of Lexington. But the New Legacy Cultural Center, I mean, they really have, as you can see, they've got a lot of folks in that organization. And Ting, you know, I've seen her. She's really part of the fabric of the community. She just got elected to town meeting, which is exciting. She's serving in Precinct 5.
Well, Ting's a fellow realtor. I've known Ting for many years, and very proud of her community involvement. The New Legacy Cultural Center was established in 2018, and she had a great, her great efforts had a lot to do with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sometime soon we'll probably try to go back out to the street because there are some more kids who want to get on television. You know, when I was a kid, I didn't get a chance to be on television, you know?
Do you think it's that, or they want a coupon to Rankatories?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yes.
But although I have a lot of faith in Martha's charm.
Yes, I do.
So we could go out to Martha real quickly if we're able to.
I've got 4 friends with me who are dying to be on TV. So come on over, you guys. All 4 of you. What's your name?
Joshy, Jamie, Jack, Tammy.
Who can tell me what Paul Revere did for a regular job? Does anyone know? What was his job when he wasn't riding a horse to warn that the British were coming? Anyone know? Close. He was a silversmith. Do you know where he's from? Anyone?
No. America. I forget. The phone.
Close. What's the biggest city near us? What's the... Yes, he was from Boston. Good job, guys. Enjoy the rest of the parade.
You too.
And I have something for each of you. Here's a gift card from Rankatories.
Thank you.
Here you go. Thanks for talking to me today, guys. Have fun. Bye, Jamie.
Okay, we're back, and joining us right now, I guess, is Susie Barry from the Select Board.
Hi, Susie. Let me see. I think. Yeah, next to Jim. When you get there.
All right. You made that work. Honest to God.
Susie, you're a pro.
Well,
there.
you know, I saw you this morning pointing out all the pins over the years that you've added to your hat and explaining what they all represent.
Yeah.
So, you know, thank you. We saw you across the street on the reviewing stand, and we thought it might be nice to have you come in and talk a little bit about the 250th celebration. Before I do that, we're looking at the reminiscence. They come in a little tighter. They've been playing for over 50 years, and Mike Joyle is the singer there. He's been part of the band since the very beginning.
Really?
And yeah, I used to go on cruises. When my mom and dad were in the cruise business, we used to book them on trips to Bermuda every year, and what a lot of fun. They're good folks. Anyway, so we're here now with Susie. And Susie, tell us a little bit about what's been going on with the 250th. I know this morning we had the governor here, and we're at the point now we're really sort of getting ready to kick things off. And on Friday, April 19th, we're actually having a big kickoff event down with the not the clock. I keep calling it a clock, but the calendar.
Countdown calendar, yeah.
Countdown calendar. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So this Friday, April 19th, will be 1 year to the big day. And starting at noon on Friday, the Lieutenant Governor will be joining us. So we will have had the Governor and the Lieutenant Governor all in the same week. I think first time ever in Lexington.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, I'm pretty sure this morning, Governor Healy was the first governor to attend a reenactment.
I believe she was.
And possibly the first governor to be in Lexington on Patriots Day since at least 1975.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was huge. So on Friday at noon, we're doing a community event in front of Cary Hall down by the town office building if it's good weather. We'll be inside if it's inclement weather, but you know, we get good weather on the days when we do big things.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lieutenant Governor will be joining us, the Consul General from Great Britain, the Consul General from France, Senator Mike Barrett, they're all speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go outside and we have this 8-foot tall wooden calendar that's been built. That has numbers in it. So if you think about how they slot the numbers into the Green Monster at Fenway.
Right.
So the numbers slot into the back, and each day, for 365 days, a different organization or group from town, community group, is going to pick a day, and they're responsible for changing the number.
I was going to ask you. I love that.
Every morning between 7 and 10,
you could have
it will get changed, and then you can take your picture with it and all that.
great.
Yeah.
You can go on, sign up. A team of folks from Ravens could go down there and sign up and do it. I signed up for a week, not the 19th, but the Friday following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do
LexMedia.
people sign up again? Could you
So
tell
get in
everyone?
touch with the Lex 250 committee. You can
Oh,
send
right.
us. You can send us an email through our website, which also launches on Friday. So the official website for Lex 250, which is lex250.org.
Okay.
will launch on Friday as well. And later Friday afternoon between 1 and 3 in Cary Hall, we're having what we're calling British tea and colonial talk. So you can come in and get some British tea. We'll have different varieties. And then hear a quick little talk, someone like a TED Talk. We're calling them Lex Talks.
Okay.
On different topics surrounding colonial times in Lexington. And then at 7 o'clock Friday night, I've challenged the community. The Bicentennial Band, and you know, Jim, they started back for the Bicentennial, back when we were all a little bit younger. And they're putting on a free concert.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Inside Cary Hall?
Inside Cary Hall, free.
Yeah.
So it seats 800 people, and we got to fill that place.
Yes.
And their theme is British music, all the way from classical music all the way up through the Beatles and beyond.
Oh, 7 o'clock, you said?
7 o'clock
I'll
Friday
be
night.
there. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It's going to be great.
Oh, what a great way. What a great kickoff. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, hang on one second. I think this is ECAM Boston that we're looking at. I know we were looking at the Lexington Bedford hockey team, but ECAM is here coming through, and then behind ECAM is the Lexington Bedford, the 2023-24 hockey state champions. The first time a Lexington Bedford team has won the state championship. It's a very proud moment. I know I was talking to Jeff Chasen, who's associated with them. I'm not sure if he's coaching or what, but he was a big part of this program, and these kids are just on fire, and they're so excited. They went to the state championships. They actually went to the New England championships and got eliminated right in the semifinals, which was really difficult. They lost to Falmouth, which was really sad, but Falmouth really put up, they were a top-notch team, and then Falmouth went on to win the whole thing. So, you know, just that's how these things work. But what an exciting thing for these kids.
They deserve a parade.
They really do.
They
really do.
really
And
do.
you know, when you think about it, Will Smith, our own Colleen Smith's son, who is just on fire, playing, what a great season. He got it.
Number, he had 70 goals, 70 goals for tops in NCAA Division I, and they made it all the way to the championship.
Right,
They were in the championship game against Denver University. What an amazing
That is
accomplishment.
amazing. We have so many talented people.
And he's already signed with San Jose Sharks. He went number 4 in the draft. We've brought up some extraordinary athletes in this community.
We have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you talk about Sal Frelick?
Sal Frelick.
Yeah.
Well, we love talking about Sal Frelick.
So Sal is coming to Boston Memorial Day weekend. The Brewers are playing the Red Sox.
Oh, really? Because
We're going to try to do a Sal Frelick Day in Lexington and then do a presentation at Fenway, like for Chris Shaw.
Oh,
yeah,
fantastic.
I definitely want to be there. That'd be awesome. I want to watch that game. You know, he donated golf with Sal Frelick to the Library Gala. It was great to see him.
He's just such a nice guy.
Yeah, you know, he used to work at Abbott's, and it was, Mr. Shaw. I'm like, that's my dad, and he's just such a down-to-earth guy.
Yeah.
So now I think we're looking now at the Chinese Americans of Lexington, which is we've got 2 really significant Chinese organizations in town. We have Chinese Americans of Lexington, and we have the Chinese American Association of Lexington. But KLEX is really come along, and they've been involved in so many things. They had an extraordinary Chinese New Year event, the Lunar New Year event at the Lexington High School auditorium, and
and their mission really is to promote participation in public service, civic engagement, and address concerns within the Chinese American community. And it was founded in 2017, and I think they've absolutely made a difference. I look forward and recognize them every year now in the parade.
Yeah.
And throughout town all year.
Yeah, and our cultural partners are going to be a big part of the 2025 celebration.
Mm-hmm.
So next year, all the Patriots Day events the big events will take place on Saturday, which is the 19th. Mm-hmm. So mark your calendar.
So the 19th. Everybody, this is going to be a big deal, folks.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, we're really looking forward to it. I have to stop for 1 second and point out the Harrington School Hawks. I went to Harrington School. The old Harrington School, the old building. I'm saying that now. I'm dating myself.
It's still there. I went to the old Estabrook and it's not there.
Oh,
They
that's
tore
right.
It down, yeah.
And I know Wei Ding is active with this organization, and I just watched a presentation with her that she did with the Chamber of Commerce on AI, and wow, I was just blown away. But there we go. There's the Harrington T-shirt. Love it. I went there. My son went there. Went to Harrington, and there's a lot of history there. Now Bike Lexington. We're getting near the end of the parade. It looks like. Well, actually, not the end of the parade. We're getting near the contingent of Aleppo Shriners, which is the most exciting thing. One of the most exciting things for this annual parade.
How many years have the Shriners been here?
They've been coming year after year, as far as back as I can recall. Some years they have a bigger contingency, contingent, but but this year I was down in East Lexington where my office is, and I saw the trucks rolling in.
Yep.
So I know that they're going to have a big group of folks today.
Well, and Jim, as I told you, this is my 20th year coming to the parade, and the Shriners. It was just spectacular.
I want to thank Susie Barry for being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And
so nice
good luck.
to see you.
We'll see you
Okay,
next year for sure.
thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, Susie is in, she's been chairing the 250th committee since its inception. They got together and, she kind of became the de facto chair because she was exhibiting leadership. And it's one of those things, the call to serve comes to people who, who show the leadership capabilities.
And a passion for.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we really should just talk for a minute about the Friends of Lexington Bikeways because they've done so much for making it safe to bike around Lexington, including, having the Minuteman bike path plowed during the, year-round when it snows.
All right, look, let's see if we can go down quickly to a pickleball. And we've got Martha's going to try to get somebody playing pickleball. And I think this is sponsored by Pine Knoll, I think.
Deal with pickleball. What's the craze?
Phenomenal. The pickleball is phenomenal.
What's so phenomenal about it?
Oh, I'll tell you these things here. There are three things for seniors.
Here we go.
First off, it is moderate exercise.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the story. I went to my doc and I say, "Hey doc, I'm getting on in years. What should I do? What should I take?
What do you say?
What did she say? She said, "Wait a minute, you play pickleball, don't you?" I said, "Yeah, I play pickleball." She says, "That's it." I said, "What do you mean that's it?" She says, "Look,
Look at this T-shirt.
you get your exercise, you get your mental stimulation, you get social interaction. What more do you want?"
Sounds like a smart doc. Well, thanks for answering.
Pickleball.
Thank you.
Thank you, Martha. His T-shirt said, "Dink responsibly." I don't know. I still haven't figured it out. Now,
Now we've got the Veronica Robles Mexican Mariachi Band.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they just went by in the vehicle. There they are.
Yeah.
There's no fucking communication.
One of those beautiful outfits, huh?
Gorgeous.
I'm not really Italian.
I can't hear
Embroidery
what
so
they're
pretty.
saying during
Lexington VFW post 3007. We'd like to say thank you to all our veterans for their service. I mentioned a little while ago, with Memorial Day coming up, we have to remember the very first war dead buried here on the Lexington Green. We're actually looking at the Clydesdales, the HKS Clydesdales. It looks like we're sort of seeing them behind, but right now in front, the John Carroll is sponsoring the Tony Barry Band. Oh, you know what? I want to take a moment too and thank the banner bearers. I'll tell you, because these kids come out and they volunteer, and without those volunteers, we couldn't put these banners out there. I mean, that just kind of tells you it takes a village, right?
It absolutely does.
Let's listen.
Yep. Well, and coming up is that
Mahoney's.
Yes, flat that I was telling you about.
Oh yeah, look at, and Mahoney's have been coming to this parade for, again, many, many years. I can't remember the last time there was a parade that they weren't a part of it.
Yep.
I knew Mr. Mahoney.
You did?
He was a good man, yeah. We became very friendly. He used to be part of he was a member of the Ancient and Honorable. Chinese American Association of Lexington is somewhere nearby. We're looking, I believe, at the Clydesdales now. These are HKS Clydesdales. Larchmont Engineering and Irrigation is the sponsor of this this unit.
Absolutely beautiful.
There's something so graceful, not graceful, but regal.
Yes.
Regal about the Clydesdales. And now we're looking at Chinese American Association of Lexington. Coming out in grand style, and I think we're looking at Hua Wang with his tricorn hat, walking with the little dragons. I went to their annual Lunar New Year celebration, and then Hua and I were actually together at Boston City Hall for the first Boston City Hall Lunar New Year celebration.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I was treated like a VIP because I was with Hua Wang. I was amazed. Every Boston City councilor came over, Hua, you know, and he was like, it was impressive. Put it that way. Hua is also a president of the Massachusetts Chinese American Association and the National Association of Chinese Americans.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're lucky to really have so many volunteers in the community that go further. I love the dances.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. You know, I was honored to be part of their dragon at the Lunar New Year celebration that Cal hosted this year at the high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you were part of holding
the dragon. I was in the.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is an honor.
We're looking at the Middlesex County Sheriff's Department. I don't know if Sheriff Peter Contusion is here with them today. Peter Contusion is someone, he grew up in Waltham, then represented Waltham and part of Newton in the legislature for some time before being elected sheriff. Actually, I think he might have been appointed and then ran for election to sheriff. I can't quite remember. But at any rate, he's an extraordinary guy, a good personal friend of mine. We've known each other for over 30, probably close to 40 years at this point. And he's now, I believe he's the elected president of the National Association of Sheriffs. I think that's the role that he's playing now. So he's got some big things coming up. And he's done some extraordinary things, you know, to working with inmates and slowing down recidivism. And
I would assume be part of the 250th anniversary as well.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Let's go out to Hua Wang with
Martha?
Yeah.
It's the best day of the year in Lexington.
Exactly.
How long have you been in the parade?
You mean to participate in this? I don't know, 10 years?
10 years. Tell us a quick bit about your organization.
So CAL is the Chinese American Association of Lexington, and we are probably the most well recognized, and then we serve the entire Lexington, not only just our community, and this is just a happy occasion, and we always want to put on grand show and then to celebrate with the entire town. Thank you.
Thank you. You guys do so much wonderful work everywhere. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Tell them hi from me. Okay. And like I said, we've got the Middlesex County Sheriff coming up, and then not too far behind the Middlesex County Sheriff, the Aleppo Shriners start, and I'll tell you, that's a crowd pleaser.
Yes. But right now, this unit is sponsored by Alec Bogosian Electric.
Once again, thank you to our sponsors.
Yes.
Thank you, Alan Bogosian Electric of Lexington, for your sponsorship. Next, we have Middlesex Sheriff.
There we go. Looking down the avenue, we can see them coming. I saw a slogan on one of their vehicles this morning, "We ride so children can walk." And I just thought, that just touched me.
Yeah.
Oh, the Cycling Murrays. I didn't see them on the list. How could we have a parade without the Cycling Murrays? They've been coming back for generations, and every so many years there's another generation of Cycling Murrays coming up.
Look at those bicycles. Wow.
I think I would do better on the one with the two bicycles. I won't fall over.
Here come the Shriners.
Yeah, the Shriners, here they come.
Yeah.
What extraordinary work they do. The Shriners hospitals, it's like what they do for not just burn victims, but for children. It's just extraordinary.
So moving.
These guys in their motorcycles, they really are precision. It's very, we look at it, but, obviously they're not fighter jets, but look at them, look how close they're riding together, and one little thing could knock somebody over, knock them over or whatever, but they've been doing this for years, so they could probably do it in their sleep.
Yes.
I think we're looking at the I think they call him the Grand Potentate. Seriously, I think that's what they call him at the Shriners.
At the Shriners.
Yeah, with the Aleppo. I think Martha's trying to get one of the motorcyclists to stop. I don't know.
I wouldn't put it past her.
Right.
But we're lucky to have a performance right in front of us.
You might see if somebody from the Shriners, I think the Potentate is coming down. I don't know if you want to try to grab the Potentate. I don't know. Ask one. Go run right out there. Let's go out to Martha quickly. She's going to try to talk to the Aleppo's.
Who's the potentate?
Right there.
Hello. I just want to thank you for being here today.
Are you kidding? This is our pleasure to be here.
Your organization does amazing work. Do you want to give it a quick little plug?
Sure. Well, we have 2 hospitals here in Massachusetts. My name's David Vio. I'm this 2024 Aleppo potentate, and behind me is the rest of the divan, including some past potentates, illustrious Bob Brown right here. And we're thrilled to be here. Our hospitals are very busy, but we love what we're doing.
Well, I can't think of a better organization to anchor our parade, so thank you again.
Our pleasure. Thank you very much.
Very good, Martha. That was a good get. You know, these folks are just incredibly generous with time and energy. They raise money to do extraordinary things for our children and burn victims, and you know, they have a lot of fun doing it too. And I think we're about to have a lot of fun watching them. I'm never quite ready for those gunshots, you know. I jump out, even though I sometimes know they're coming. I was impressed. Martha got right out there and found the potentate.
Yeah.
The Shriners Brass Band. You know, that's the thing about this contingent of Shriners. They have the brass band. We're getting bumbles somewhere. I don't know where they're coming from, but they have the brass band. They have the motorcycles. They have the little cars. They have the clowns. I mean, it's unbelievable. You know what they put into being part of an effort like this.
Yeah.
Well, I think I said earlier, I watched them, the truck after truck after truck rolling into East Lexington at the start of the parade. You know what I'm going to say when the clowns come. It's got to be said.
It's got to be said.
Who let these clowns in here?
No.
I'm sorry. I can't help myself. My son Devin, who's here today, helping us, working with us today, he hates it. My dad jokes. He said they're just really bad. He said, you know, some dad jokes are funny, but yours are really bad.
No, Jim, they're really funny. Their parade wouldn't be the parade without your dad jokes.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sure, that would be awesome. Yeah, we're going to try to go back out to Martha and get a clown. Because she's out there clowning around. I'm sorry. Again, it had to be said. Let's try to go out to Martha. There she is.
I'm trying to grab a clown. They're walking by kind of slow, but give me 1 second. Thank you.
Hey.
So there's a guy in the booth over there named Jim. Wave to Jim.
Jimmy, I remember you when you were this big. Hey, now you're this big. Well, kind of this big. Doing good, Jimmy.
Jim wants to know who let the clowns in.
Everybody let the clowns out. We're going to see you April 18th through April 21st at the Shriners Circus in Wilmington. $20 free parking, lots of fun.
Thank you so much. Thanks for all the good work you do.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, that was great. Martha got the fire chief, Joko Coco. I read his hat. It's not like we're old friends. I don't know him, but it said on his hat, Joko Coco, fire chief. Oh, look at this. I love these things. The kids absolutely love these. The little tanker trucks and the big, you know.
I don't remember this from last year. Look at them go. This is special.
They go fast, that's for sure.
I know. A mini oil tanker.
And you know, and that's what I was saying before. I mean, they work together so much, you know, because one wrong move and it could be a little disastrous.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Route 128 at rush hour. I'm still thinking about the Girl Scout cookies. You know, I get fixated, you know. I
know.
Gotta have some Girl Scout cookies. I missed them this year because I don't know any Girl Scouts. I don't know any. My friends used to have them, and I just, you know. But I might have an inside track though. The folks from the Girl Scouts said they're going to try to set me up, so we'll
good.
see. If,
Yes.
if that happens, I'll share.
Thank you. Thin mints, please.
Oh, you know, this might be a good time to do a shout out. I was talking to my good friend Norm Cohen and his wife Linda this morning, and they weren't going to be able to make it down, but they may be watching at home. And if so, I want to send out a big hi. How are you? It was good to see you guys this morning. It's always good to see you, Norm and Linda, and I hope you're enjoying what you're watching today. And my brother, too, was here earlier, and he's watching up in Salisbury, Mass.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he was here last year on the street with us last year.
Yes, he was. And the year before, he was my co-host when you were winning your Tricorn Hat Award.
Yeah, and he just recently had knee surgery. So there's a shout out to Chuck. Sorry you couldn't be with us this year. Definitely next year.
I don't know, Chuck. Martha's doing quite a job out there.
That's right. We might have to have 2 people on the street next year.
Certainly a fun perspective. I think everyone enjoys it.
Yeah. I love these little cars. I want one of these. Why, I don't know. I just want to have one. I jump in it and just drive to the corner.
Well, it'd help you get around on Discovery Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Bebop around faster.
Oh, these things slide around. I guess they do not wheelies, but like donuts kind of thing, you know?
Oh, look at that. Now that would be fun. I would love to try that.
Wow. I did that last night on my bicycle. I got lost. Now this is a lot of fun. I really get a kick out of this. These are they're like big children, you know. They enjoy this so much. You can tell by look at the expressions on the face. They just absolutely love doing what they do.
Yeah.
And then we're looking at the Lexington fire truck, which generally signifies the end of the parade.
What a wonderful parade we had this year. Just amazing.
A fitting end, as usual, with the Lexington Fire Department and the Lexington Police Department. You know, this would be a good time to say how much we appreciate what they do. You know, the Lexington Police Department and the Fire Department provide so much public safety that you don't even see throughout the community, throughout the course of the day. They start early in the morning at the reenactment, actually hours before. They do roll call at 4 o'clock, and then they're out on the street, and they're out here. And then this morning, when I got here early, they had dogs and other things out because, you know, that this is a dry run for the 250th. So, you know, they're trying to make sure that the people in the community are safe, secure, but having a good time. So a lot of the presents, you know, they're not it's not an in-your-face present. But they are dedicated. The men and women of the Department of Public Works, the DPW.
I was going to say, the DPW has been working for days now on setting up for the parade, and they'll be continuing throughout tomorrow, taking things down.
And public facilities.
Well, Jim, I just wanted to thank you once again for having me this year. This has been an amazing opportunity to see the parade.
Got to write it down.
Work with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, but
I'm not trying to.
no.
Wrap it
thank
up,
you.
I know.
I've got somebody trying to say something
Is Martha,
here.
I think Martha has someone on the street.
Oh, Martha has somebody on the street. I apologize. I've got people talking at me, and I can't. Sometimes Anyway, I was paying tribute to the folks that help us. But let's go to the street to Martha.
Yeah. Thanks so much for joining us for another wonderful parade in Lexington Center. We hope everybody enjoyed the festivities. And thanks to Jim and Justine for commentating another wonderful day. Have a good rest of your week.
All right, we're back. We have to thank Martha. I mean, she jumped into this with both feet, which is how she does everything. Yeah.
Great job, Martha. You did an amazing job. Made it fun today.
And we've got, you know, and it's another opportunity to thank the staff here at LexMedia. You know, we couldn't do this without them. Our good friend David Ilsley is down. Former chair, my predecessor is chair of the board. He's staffing a camera. I mean, this is the kind of thing. You know, people show up. We've got a team. We've got a bunch of volunteers. The entire staff is here. Our executive director Florence Del Santo and is on the ground, and along with directing this year is Rick Dorrington, is stepping in for Terry, and because Terry's usually the director year after year, but for the first time in 15 years, or however long, to 10 years, he's off doing something else, and he well deserved.
Yes.
But Rick's done an extraordinary job, you know, getting us through this, and the whole entire staff has done a great job. And let me now say how much I enjoy working with you.
Oh, thank
all right?
you.
I
Thank
apologize because I was getting signals when you were saying all those nice and kind things, and I invite you to go ahead and say some more nice things if you like. But from my heart, thank you for being here, and it's always a lot of fun. I know that you came in after Colleen, but you guys have had a long relationship with the Center Lights. You're co-chair of the Holiday Lighting Committee.
Mm-hmm.
You do so much. Let's do a little shout out to Ravis in Lexington,
Oh,
because
thank you.
you know, it's appropriate. You do so much for the community, and Ravis really supports you to do that, and we thank them and we thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jim. It's my pleasure. It's an honor to be here. I love being part of the community, and this is a really special day, and I really enjoy working with you.
And
It's
we
an
got a
honor.
good one. I know we're getting ready to log off, but we had a great day, and you know, really. Patriots Day 2024 is in.
Yes.
It's in the books. Now it's time for us to go out and celebrate a little bit, and which we are going to do.
Yes.
So with that, I want to again thank everybody for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed everything that we saw today. And again, what a great Patriots Day. Thank you.
Thank you.